Hi, hello, good afternoon. It is still the 12th of October 2025. This is not a paid promotion, okay? I just want to make that clear. But what I've done is I have brought what are called vac bags. Yes, I have used these before, not this style. I use some a little bit different to this, so I'll see how good these ones are. Because I have been Section 21 by my landlord, which I can't do anything about until the 14th of October, there is so many things that I've got to deal with in order to check whether or not this Section 21 that I've been sent is actually legal. But I will discuss that further once I get all the facts straight and all my ducks in a row. But because I do not know, I have painstakingly, since receiving the Section 21 notice on Wednesday of this week, been putting all of my stuff into plastic tubs, and now I'm going to do all my clothes. I tend to do this anyway in the winter, so any of my summer clothes that I don't want to get rid of or donate to charity, I will put in vac bags and then I will get them back out again in the summer. So anything that is summer or I know definitely does not fit my children that I do no longer wish to keep will be donated to a local charity. I live in Nuneaton, so the local charities for me that are actually supporting people within Nuneaton themselves are the Mary Ann Heavens Hospice. There is also, there used to be Acorn, but that one's not here anymore. We have Scope, British Heart Foundation, which obviously is regional. We have the Salvation Army. So again, the Salvation Army I know do support people within my hometown. We have the RSPCA, and the nearest one to us is in Coventry. What other charity shops do we have in Nuneaton?
Actually, we have
Mighton Hospice.
they have an RSPCA in Nuneaton.
Yeah, we've done the RSPCA, Mighton Hospice, Mary Ann Evans, which has just moved to the Rope Walk in Nuneaton. So if you've not been there yet, I would definitely recommend going. They even now, because they have so many people donate games to them, in the cafe upstairs, which is actually open every single day. I mean, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, you can actually take your children or friends or family or elderly people, whatever, and go and sit and have a tea and cake in the Mary Ann Heavens Hospice for like £2, isn't it? For like about £3 quid. And you could go and sit up there and read a book and play a board game. It's absolutely amazing. I've actually took my children there myself, and when I do finally get evicted, it is definitely going to be one of the major go-to places that I will take my kids if I don't have anywhere else to take them now that the cold weather's setting in. The other place that I will be donating to is Saints in Nuneaton, which is run by Coventry Diocese. They always do what is called like a warm winter hub and a warm winter cafe. They are absolutely autism friendly. They are amazing. So yeah, don't forget Saints. So any of my jumpers, jackets that my children don't fit my kids anymore, I can actually donate to them direct. Same with school uniforms. If you have any school uniforms for free, that's it. Second time around in stocking forward, that was the one I was thinking of. Right, so uniforms and anything uniform related, Salvation Army, second time around, and Saints in Nuneaton will all support parents with children who need help. So if you need a winter coat for your child and you can't afford one, go to those places, and some of them, what's that other one that we've got in town? Where everything's like £1. I know everything's £1 in the RSPCA. There's another one, isn't there? No. Oh, I forgot what it's called. Not Headway. It's near it's near Superdrug. Oh, I've forgotten. Sorry, I'm talking to my son at the same time because he's helping me. But yeah, there are a few charity shops now in Nuneaton where all the clothes are literally £1 each. That is because so many people are donating to these places, and it will surprise me, as I would love to know how many of the people that are actually donating to these places have been in the same situation as me and have been Section 21 or evicted. The other thing I have noticed a lot in Stockingford is people are constantly being evicted around here. There is skips everywhere where people are literally just throwing their life into a skip, because houses and HMOs and bed sits have all been cleared. And it is shocking as to how much stuff is literally brand new. I've seen baby clothes which hadn't even been out of the wrapper. So they were actually one of my neighbours up the road who unfortunately had to go back to Rwanda with their newborn baby and his wife because his visa was not granted. So when people start getting on their high horse and being racist and stuff and say, oh, chuck everybody out, well, I'm sorry, that poor bugger, for whatever reason, he was. And he and his wife, their baby was, how old was their baby? 6 months old? Yeah, they'd been born at George Eliot Hospital, is what he told me. And they had just been donated and given all these brand new baby clothes. And I took them to the local charity shop for him because I said, look, you know, if I take them to the local charity shop, they are going to be used by somebody else who needs them. But I was so sad for this person because, like I said, they had just rented a house. They had only just got the keys and then they were being kicked out. And this isn't just happening to, obviously, people who are trying to claim asylum in the UK. This is happening to people that were born and bred here in the United Kingdom. At the moment, so many people are being made homeless through what is called a no-fault eviction because apparently people are saying it's happening because the changes to the private rented sector for landlords is going to change, and landlords do not want to be held responsible for maintaining and improving their properties for tenants. Even renting a property now, most estate agents will ask you for a guarantor who is earning at least 30 to 35,000 a year. The property I am currently in, I actually only got that through the skin of my teeth 9 years ago, and it was because the landlord, what bless him, he was absolutely lovely and he was more than happy to take me as a tenant. However, everybody else who applied failed the credit checks, and these were people who had full-time jobs, who could not afford a mortgage and were trying to rent the same property as me, and the estate agent kept saying to me, it'll be whoever passes the credit check. And sadly, 7 other people that applied for this house, despite having full-time jobs, despite their parents, grandparents, even friends, and one person even had their manager offer to be their guarantor, was refused. They didn't tell me the people's names because of confidentiality. But that is basically what I got told by one of the estate agents. Whether any of that information is true, I don't know. But I have heard of things like this happening in the past. So anyway, back to these bags. I have brought these bags, like I said, to put all my clothes in. Some will be stored. Some of them will be donated. So the ones that are donated, I will say, look, I don't mind bringing them in the bag, but I want the bag back, because I can reuse the bags. It's just going to make it a lot easier to pack stuff into a box or into a back of a car or into a rented vehicle if I have to pay for one, and to get stuff where it needs to go. And it will keep it safe, it will keep it dry, and it will hopefully, if I read the information on here correctly, should also keep it from getting moths, which are one of the biggest things that do affect people when they try and store stuff that they don't always wear throughout the year. Moths, as you may or may not be aware of, will always go for natural fibres, and natural fibres is something that I really, really, really do try to purchase when buying clothes, because I know they are going to be a lot more biodegradable. Natural wool I do tend to struggle with. I find it quite itchy because of the lanolin, so I will go for acrylic. But things that are cotton, again, cotton, wool, silk, moths will love them. And So just be vigilant about that. And if you are going to store anything for the winter, make sure you consider purchasing something like a vac bag to put it in. So hopefully you've managed to glean some information from my sporadic rantings and ravings that I've been doing recently. And my son has been obviously trying to help me pack. And I've had to try and make it as easy and as autistic friendly as possible. So we're trying to make it into like a bit of an adventure. So fingers crossed, we'll see how things go, won't we? High five. Boom, well done.
Did you get to tell them that you're shot by a man driving so
Oh,
fast in
no,
Paris?
yeah, no, we're not going to talk about that. That'll be a separate video. All right, okay. All right, take care and take care of you. And again, if you want to give any feedback, that's fantastic. But anything that is abusive or assaulting to myself or anyone else will be removed. Thank you.